Hey everybody, Jesse here. It's been a long time. It's been like 2 weeks since I checked in. Just wanted to check in. It's day 34, bike tour, Clawman Ride to Texas. Um, Doing good. So if you follow the GPS, we made it to Cedar City, Utah. We fought our way through the Nevada desert, and that was pretty epic. Um, some long days, some hot days. Had to carry a crazy amount of water some days. Yeah, water. It's super important, it turns out. But never any unsafe situations. And even though they call it the loneliest road in America, I never really felt very lonely. There was a lot of trucks the whole time. So if worse would have come to worse, we could have hitchhiked our way out of there pretty easily. So anyway, we made it to Cedar City. Kind of towards the end of Nevada. In the context of the ride in Nevada, we did 14 like mountain passes, and so like basically every day it would be one or two passes and then a really long valley between. And that was cool, but we're kind of over the mountains, and we're feeling our time sort of run out a little bit on the tour. So we were thinking we would go to Flagstaff, but then we're also sort of over the desert and water scarcity, and there's some long stretches in there that would be. You just have to carry so much water; it's ridiculous. So we opted to. We looked for some other ways, but then Amtrak, there was no way to get our bikes on. So our dad, Dr. Carl Cloninger, the boss, came through hard for us, and he drove out to Cedar City, and he drove us to Clovis, New Mexico, which is one of the cities towards the end of our route before we actually go into Texas. And we're going to ride for a little bit over a week, and we're going to do the last leg so that we're probably getting to his house, which is the end goal in Dripping Springs, Texas, by somewhere the 5th or the 6th of July. One of those days, just depending on we don't really know how far we can ride when there's no hills, because there's always been hills on this trip so far, so there's going to be a lot less elevation, and hopefully that means we can kick out more miles, but we'll see. So tonight I'm going to sleep in Clovis, New Mexico. We are going to sleep in Clovis, New Mexico, in a hotel room that kind of smells like maple bars. What does that mean? If you know what that means, comment below. Also, I'll put our GPS link below, and I'll put the link to my Jazz Station fundraiser below, just so you have those. Okay, we're over the mountains, we're over the desert. So yeah, tomorrow we're going to start riding in Texas, and it's kind of cool. It's actually nice that it's a little humid now, because it's been really dry for a long time. Obviously, since we're very close to Texas, there was an epic thunderstorm just now, with like weather warnings and the whole deal. Potentially like 1-inch hail, but tomorrow it's probably not going to be that bad. It's probably not going to be that bad, guys. Who's with me? So at this point, we have ridden 1,146.3 miles, according to my calculations. The Texas leg will be 473 miles. So by the time we're done with this, we're going to be at 1,619.3 miles. We might just call that 1,620 miles. I'll ride up and down the driveway a few times when we get there to round it up. But, thanks to everyone for your support. I've been getting texts and, people checking in and that kind of thing. It's really great to hear from you. Nothing crazy to report. Body-wise, both of us are feeling good. Justin initially, after Eugene had some knee stuff happen, but it's fine. He's riding his butt off, and I'm not having any problems. Definitely a little tired of riding over hills, but thankfully I've realized that with hills, I haven't started riding up a hill that hasn't come to an end at some point and had a descent. So it's a good, probably, life lesson in there. Lots of awesome descents too in Nevada. Holy cow! I feel bad. I should have recorded them on my phone, but whatever. Ride the Western Express yourself and enjoy it. It's epic descents. So, take a second to talk about my jazz fundraiser for the Jazz Station in Eugene. Small jazz club, nonprofit organization. If you like jazz, if you like cycling, if you like Eugene, Oregon, any of those things, if you want to support a really awesome nonprofit that's pretty much completely run by volunteers and champions jazz in all forms and has a wonderful volunteer community and is kind of just a really cool workshop. You can go there and play whatever you want to play, and it's the place to do that. If you're interested in supporting a venue that's been closed for a year and a half, we're going to open September in the middle. I forget the date because I'm not organized, but look it up. We're going to open. It's going to be awesome. But if you're interested in supporting that organization, I have a website. I'll put it below. It's a fundraiser. 100% of the funds, minus credit card fees, go to the Jazz Station. None of it goes to me. Just kind of trying to get the word out, support this cool organization. You can support penny a mile, 2 pennies a mile, 5 cents a mile, 10 cents a mile, flat donations, whatever. But you can basically know that it's going to end up being about 1,620 miles. So factor that in. But anyway, I'll check in again mid-Texas. Yeah, get the word out. If you know people who like jazz and cycling, share this. And yeah, thanks again to everybody for the positive energy. It's been an amazing journey. Fun, very fun, challenging, hot, thirsty, all of the things, but it's been a really great adventure. So I'm looking forward to the next leg, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.